I'm not a crook.
Yeah, you kinda were. Watergate wasn't just a scandal. It was a slow-motion political meltdown that proved the US president was not untouchable. Here's the short version, without the civics class boredom. In June 1972, 5 men were caught breaking into the Democratic National Committee headquarters at the Watergate complex in Washington, D.C. They weren't random criminals. They were connected to President Richard Nixon's re-election campaign. At first, the White House shrugged it off. Just a third-rate burglary. But reporters Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein from the Washington Post kept digging. A secret source, later revealed as Mark Felt, nicknamed Deep Throat, kept pointing them higher up the chain. And the higher they went, the worse it got. It turned out the Nixon administration wasn't just spying. They were sabotaging political opponents, using federal agencies as weapons, and most damning of all, covering it up. The real bombshell dropped when it was revealed Nixon secretly recorded conversations in the Oval Office. Congress demanded the tapes. Nixon refused, then partially complied, then claimed executive privilege. But when the tapes were finally released, one thing was clear. Nixon knew about the cover-up and helped direct it. The Supreme Court stepped in. Articles of impeachment were prepared for obstruction of justice, abuse of power, and contempt of Congress. Before he could be removed, Richard Nixon resigned on August 8, 1974, the only U.S. president to ever do so. Watergate shattered public trust in government. It proved that the president could lie, abuse power, and be held accountable. It permanently changed journalism, politics, and how Americans view authority. So yeah, Watergate wasn't just a break-in. It was the moment America realized the system only works if someone is watching. And sometimes the guy watching is standing alone in a parking garage at 2 a.m. Now, follow for more history you didn't quite understand.